Hey everyone. Welcome back to another episode where we break down the tech that keeps your digital life secure. Today we're diving into the world of User Account Control, or UAC for short. It's a feature that often goes unnoticed, but plays a vital role in your computer security. Now, you might have encountered this little pop-up on your Windows machine asking for permission to run something. It can be a bit annoying, but it's there for a good reason. That's UAC doing its job, acting as a security guard for your system. Just like a real security guard, it checks credentials before allowing access. UAC is designed to prevent unauthorized changes to your computer. This means it stops malicious software and unauthorized users from making changes that could harm your system. Think of it like this. Not every program needs full access to your entire system all the time. Some programs only need limited access to function properly. Some only need to work with your user files, like your documents and photos, while others might need to make system-wide changes like installing new software or updating system settings. That's where UAC steps in. It ensures that only trusted programs and users can make significant changes. When you try to do something that requires admin privileges like installing software or changing system settings, UAC throws up that familiar prompt. It's a checkpoint for security. It's basically saying, "Hold on, are you sure about this?" This pause gives you a moment to think and confirm your actions. This extra layer of confirmation helps prevent malicious software from making changes to your system without your knowledge. It's like a final line of defense. It's a crucial security feature that helps keep your data safe and your system running smoothly. So next time you see that UAC prompt, remember, it's there to protect you. Now let's talk about admin privileges. These are like the master keys to your computer. With admin rights, you can do pretty much anything: install or remove software, change system settings, access all files and folders. You're basically the boss. But with great power comes great responsibility, right? It's crucial to understand the implications of having admin privileges and the potential risks of bypassing UAC. That's why everything we're discussing today is strictly for educational purposes. Think of it like learning how a lock works. You can use that knowledge to pick your own lock if you lose your key, but you wouldn't use it to break into someone else's house, right? The methods we're going to cover should only be used on your own systems, and only if you have a legitimate reason like troubleshooting a problem or testing your own security. Using these techniques for malicious purposes is not only unethical, but it's also illegal. Alright, let's get our hands dirty and explore the first method: registry modification. This involves tweaking the Windows registry, a database that stores settings for your operating system and software. Now, I must warn you, messing with the registry can be risky if you don't know what you're doing. One wrong move and you could potentially mess up your entire system. So, proceed with caution and always back up your registry before making any changes. For this method, we'll be creating a special file called a.reg file. This file contains instructions that tell the registry what to change. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Here's a sample code snippet for a.reg file that disables UAC for a specific program. Windows Registry Editor version 5.00, key current user software Microsoft, Windows at current version policies system, consent prompt behavior admin, =Dward 0000000. Once you've created the .reg file, double-clicking it will merge the changes into your registry. Voila, UAC is now disabled for that specific program. Next up, we have the command prompt manipulation method, a technique that can give you significant control over your system. This one's a bit more involved, but can be quite effective if done correctly. The command prompt is a powerful tool that lets you interact with your operating system using text-based commands, providing a direct line of communication. It's like talking directly to your computer, which can be both intimidating and exhilarating, especially for those new to it. One way to bypass UAC is by using a special shortcut that opens the command prompt with admin privileges, giving you elevated access. Simply press the right combination of keys while in the command prompt window, and boom, you're in. You'll be prompted for UAC confirmation, but once you're in, you'll have full admin access to your system. Another neat trick is to modify the registry to add an open command prompt as administrator option to your right-click context menu, making it even easier. This makes it super convenient to launch the command prompt with elevated privileges whenever you need it, saving you time and effort. Here's a sample reg file code snippet to add this context menu option, which you can easily implement. Windows Registry Editor, version 5.00, key classes root directory shelf runas at =open command window. Here as administrator, key classes root directory shelf run as command, dplow cmd.exe per s/k push do %v, and there you have it, a quick and efficient way to gain admin access. Now let's talk about scheduled tasks, a handy Windows feature that lets you automate tasks to run at specific times or intervals. This powerful tool can save you a lot of time and effort by handling repetitive tasks for you. You can use it to schedule backups, run system scans, and even perform maintenance tasks without any manual intervention. Or even launch programs with elevated privileges, ensuring they have the necessary permissions to run smoothly. That's right, you can actually create a scheduled task to run a program with admin rights, bypassing the UAC prompt altogether. This means you won't have to deal with those annoying security prompts every time you need to run a program with higher privileges. It's like planting a time bomb, except instead of exploding, it just launches your program with full privileges at the scheduled time. This can be incredibly useful for automating tasks that require administrative access. To create a scheduled task, you'll need to open the Task Scheduler tool, which is built into Windows. Once you have it open, you can create a new task by following a few simple steps. You'll need to specify the program you want to run, the time and frequency, and most importantly, select the Run with Highest Privileges option. This ensures that the task runs with the necessary permissions to perform its functions effectively. This method can be quite powerful, allowing you to automate complex tasks with ease. However, it also comes with its own set of risks that you need to be aware of. If an attacker gains access to your system, they could potentially create their own scheduled tasks to run malicious software with admin rights. This could lead to severe security breaches and compromise your system's integrity. That's why it's crucial to keep your system secure and be mindful of the tasks you schedule. Regularly update your security software and monitor your scheduled tasks to ensure they are legitimate. By taking these precautions, you can safely exploit the power of scheduled tasks to automate your workflow and make the most out of your time while keeping your system secure and efficient. Section 6, Method 4, the vulnerability vector. Tread carefully. Let's delve into a more advanced and potentially risky area, exploiting vulnerabilities. Sometimes, software has weaknesses or flaws in its code. These vulnerabilities can be exploited to bypass security measures like UAC. Exploiting vulnerabilities is a complex topic and often requires a deep understanding of software and operating systems. It's not something I recommend trying without proper knowledge and ethical considerations. In fact, using vulnerabilities for malicious purposes is illegal and can have serious consequences. It's important to note that software developers work hard to patch vulnerabilities and improve security. Keeping your operating system and applications up to date is one of the best ways to protect yourself from exploits. Section 7, Method 5, Lateral Thinking, moving sideways to admin. Imagine this. You're in a building and you want to access a restricted area. You could try to break down the door, but there might be a less obvious way in. That's the idea behind lateral movement. In the context of UAC bypass, lateral movement involves gaining access to a system or account with lower privileges and then leveraging those privileges to eventually obtain admin rights. It's like hopping from one stepping stone to another until you reach your destination. This could involve techniques like stealing credentials, exploiting misconfigured systems, or taking advantage of social engineering tactics. It's a more indirect approach compared to directly bypassing UAC, but it can be just as effective. Again, ethical considerations are paramount here. Lateral movement techniques should only be used for legitimate security testing and with proper authorization. Section 8, Detecting and Thwarting UAC Bypass Attempts. Now that we've explored various UAC bypass methods, let's shift gears and talk about detection and prevention. Knowledge is power, and understanding how to spot and stop these attempts is crucial for maintaining a secure system. One essential tool in your arsenal is security auditing. Windows offers robust logging capabilities that can track events related to UAC, privilege escalation, and other security-sensitive actions. By enabling and regularly reviewing these logs, you can identify suspicious activities and investigate potential bypass attempts. Intrusion. Detection systems, or IDS, can also play a vital role. These systems monitor network traffic and system activity for malicious behavior. They can be configured to detect patterns associated with UAC bypass techniques and alert administrators in real time. Prevention is always better than cure. Strengthening your UAC settings, Implementing strong passwords, keeping software updated, and educating users about social engineering tactics are all proactive measures that can significantly reduce the risk of successful UAC bypasses. Section 9, UAC bypassing. Knowledge is power, responsibility is key, and there you have it. We've journeyed through the world of user account control, exploring its purpose, various bypass methods, and ways to detect and prevent these attempts. Remember, the information shared here is for educational purposes only. UAC is a crucial security feature, and bypassing it should only be done for legitimate reasons, such as troubleshooting or authorized security testing. Like any powerful tool, knowledge about UAC bypassing can be used for good or for bad. It's our responsibility to use this knowledge ethically and responsibly to protect ourselves and others from harm. If you're interested in diving deeper into cybersecurity, plenty of resources are available online and in libraries. So keep learning, stay curious, and most importantly, stay safe.